Life is full of contradictions. We're told to stand firm in our beliefs, yet remain open-minded. To chase success, yet embrace failure. To love deeply, yet learn to let go. These paradoxes aren't just philosophical riddles. They are the foundation of wisdom, growth, and mastery over life itself. In The Paradox Principle, Why Opposite Truths Are the Key to Mastering Life, written and published by Mindful Literary, we unravel the hidden power of paradox, how embracing opposites can lead to profound clarity, resilience, and transformation. From the balance of joy and sorrow to the interwoven paths of success and failure, this book will challenge everything you thought you knew. It will teach you not just to accept contradictions, but to use them as tools for greater understanding, decision-making, and personal evolution. If you've ever felt torn between conflicting ideas, struggled with uncertainty, or sought to reconcile opposing forces in your life, this book will show you that the answers lie not in choosing one side, but in mastering both. So let's begin this journey together, where confusion turns into clarity, contradiction becomes wisdom, and opposites are no longer enemies, but partners in your growth. Chapter 1. The Nature of Paradox. Understanding Contradictions in Life. Contradictions are woven into the very fabric of our existence, shaping our views and molding our experiences. At first glance, life presents us with a series of conflicting truths, ideas, and emotions that often seem incompatible. You may cherish the comfort of routine, yet find yourself yearning for adventure. You want to succeed but fear failure. You seek connection but sometimes crave solitude. These contradictions mirror the complexities of being human, reminding us that our experiences are rarely linear or uncomplicated. They invite us to explore the tension between opposing forces, revealing deeper truths about who we are and how we relate to the world around us. Embracing these contradictions can lead to a richer understanding of ourselves and others, illuminating the pathways to empathy and acceptance. Acknowledging contradictions can be a transformative experience, serving as a catalyst for personal growth. When we confront the aspects of ourselves that seem contradictory, we create space for self-reflection and introspection. This process encourages us to question long-held beliefs and societal expectations, allowing us to align more authentically with our true desires and values. For example, recognizing that it's okay to feel fear while pursuing a goal can empower us to take action despite our apprehensions. Similarly, understanding that the longing for connection can coexist with the need for independence helps us navigate our relationships with greater awareness. By accepting these dualities, we cultivate resilience, expand our emotional intelligence, and enrich our capacity for compassion, both towards ourselves and others. In navigating the contradictions of life, it's beneficial to remember that discomfort often accompanies growth. Instead of shying away from conflicting emotions or situations, lean into them. Develop practices, such as journaling or mindfulness, that can help you unpack these complexities. Approach contradictions not as obstacles, but as opportunities for deeper understanding. Every time you confront a contradiction within yourself, you can embrace the potential for greater insight and transformation. Rather than striving for a life free from contradiction, aim to engage with the nuances, as they ultimately offer the key to unlocking a more fulfilling and authentic existence. The concept of opposites is deeply rooted in the natural world, and science provides a fascinating lens through which to explore these dichotomies. From the tiniest particles to the vastness of the universe, opposites define the structure, behavior, and interactions of everything around us. For instance, in physics, we observe the fundamental principle of polarity through positive and negative charges. Electrons, with their negative charge, and protons, carrying a positive charge, attract each other, creating the atoms that form the foundation of matter. This duality is not just limited to the microscopic. It extends to phenomena such as gravity and anti-gravity, light and darkness, hot and cold, demonstrating that existence often relies on contrasting forces. Even in chemistry, the interplay of acids and bases showcases opposites in action, underscoring how they interact to create new compounds through neutralization. Whether in thermodynamics, where hot and cold can express energy transfer, or in ecology, where predator-prey dynamics illustrate balance, science reveals that opposites are not only present but essential for harmony in nature. Embracing complex life situations is essential for achieving a holistic understanding of our lives and the world around us. Complexity often manifests in various forms, whether it's in relationships, career choices, or personal beliefs. By accepting and exploring these multifaceted situations, we begin to grasp the nuances that define our human experiences. These challenges teach us to see beyond the surface, compelling us to engage with different perspectives and opinions. When we confront complexity, we cultivate a deeper awareness of ourselves and others, which can lead to profound insights that reshape our understanding of reality. The richness of our lives often lies in this complexity. It challenges our assumptions and drives personal growth. Complexity has an extraordinary power to unlock new avenues of self-discovery and improvement. When we immerse ourselves in intricate scenarios, we often find ourselves faced with decisions that force us to reflect on our values, priorities, and capabilities. These moments of reflection can act as catalysts for personal transformation. For instance, navigating a complicated relationship may prompt you to learn about communication styles, emotional intelligence, and conflict resolution. All of these insights contribute to a more developed sense of self. Moreover, as we encounter and explore these multifaceted challenges, we become more adaptable and resilient, ready to tackle future uncertainties with confidence. In embracing the complexity of life, remember that it is not merely about enduring difficulties, but also about recognizing the growth potential within them. Each complex situation can become a stepping stone toward discovering strengths and talents previously unknown to us. The next time you face a challenging circumstance, consider it an opportunity to learn and expand your horizons. Engage with the intricacies, stay curious, and allow these moments to guide you on the path of continuous self-improvement. Life is a tapestry woven with complexity. Approach it with an open heart and a willing spirit, and you will uncover its many treasures. Chapter 2. The Duality of Existence. Light and Shadow, the Balance of Realities. Human experience is a tapestry woven from threads of both positivity and negativity. These contrasting forces define our daily lives, influencing our thoughts, emotions, and actions. Positivity often brings joy, hope, and a sense of accomplishment, while negativity can foster doubt, fear, and a feeling of inadequacy. This interplay creates a rich landscape of human emotion, where moments of exuberance intertwine with shadows of despair. Embracing these dualities allows us to understand ourselves better and cultivate resilience. When we acknowledge that both light and shadow exist within us, we create the space to experience life in all its depth. This acceptance doesn't diminish our capacity for happiness, but rather enhances it by providing a context in which we can learn and grow from our challenges. Finding balance in the tumult of life's contrasting realities requires intentionality and mindfulness. One effective strategy is to practice gratitude, which can shift focus from what's lacking or negative to the abundance that surrounds us. By maintaining a gratitude journal or taking moments throughout the day to acknowledge the positives, even in challenging situations, we create a mental shift that fosters resilience and perspective. Another powerful approach is to engage in self-reflection, allowing us to process experiences and emotions without judgment. This self-awareness helps us to navigate through the complexities of happiness and sorrow, reinforcing our understanding that both states are not just valuable but necessary for a holistic existence. Mindfulness meditation can also ground us, helping to diminish the noise of external pressures and internal doubts, allowing clarity to emerge from chaos. Integrating these practices into daily life empowers us to maintain equilibrium. When faced with obstacles, we can ask ourselves how we can use what we are learning from the experience, even if it feels negative at the moment. This perspective maintains an openness to growth and change, allowing light to filter through shadows. Balancing positivity with acknowledgement of negativity enables us not only to coexist with these realities, but to thrive because of them. As we navigate life's journey, remember that every challenge is an opportunity for illumination, and every joy brings with it the understanding that shadows are an essential part of the light. The yin and yang of decision-making. The concept of yin and yang, rooted in ancient Chinese philosophy, symbolizes the harmony of opposites. This idea can be wonderfully applied to decision-making, where every choice we face reflects a balance between opposing forces. When contemplating a decision, there exists a tension between different elements: uncertainty and confidence, fear and courage, intuition and logic. By recognizing this interplay of contrasts, we can approach our choices with a deeper understanding of the nuances involved. For instance, when making significant life decisions, such as changing careers or embarking on a new relationship, we often find ourselves wrestling with conflicting desires and emotions. The yin represents the receptive and introspective side of ourselves, encouraging us to listen to our inner voice, while the yang embodies the active and assertive qualities that drive us toward action. Embracing both instincts enables us to make well-rounded decisions that are informed by both our feelings and our reasoning. Integrating opposing views in decision-making requires a framework that values both sides of the spectrum. One effective approach is to employ a method akin to dialogue between the yin and yang of our reasoning. Begin by clearly defining the decision at hand and then explore it from multiple perspectives. Take time to reflect on the emotional implications, tapping into the yin side that urges us to connect with our feelings and intuitions. Conversely, engage the yang energy that seeks objective data and logical analysis. This dual exploration can be structured through a simple visualization technique. Picture a scale where one side represents the yin aspects of your decision, filled with emotions, desires, and fears, while the other balances with the yang aspects, comprised of facts, strategies, and rational considerations. Moving back and forth between these two poles allows for a synthesis of insights that leads to a more holistic resolution. Recognizing the dynamic interplay between yin and yang can transform how we navigate our choices, allowing us to break free from the confines of binary thinking. It encourages us to appreciate that decision-making is rarely black and white. Instead, it thrives in the gray areas in between. A practical tip for harnessing this balanced approach is to keep a decision journal. Use it to document your thoughts, weighing the emotional and rational aspects of choices as they arise. Over time, this practice not only cultivates awareness of your decision-making patterns, but also helps you appreciate the richness of your inner dialogues, paving the way for more thoughtful and grounded decisions. Finding harmony in chaotic times. Chaos is inherent in life, often arriving unexpectedly and throwing us off balance. It can come in many forms: personal challenges, societal shifts, or even global crises. Despite its disruptive nature, chaos can coexist with calm. This intriguing duality suggests that one does not need to be sacrificed for the other. In fact, there are moments when calm acts as a counterbalance to chaos, serving as a sanctuary that allows us to navigate the storm. It's essential to recognize that within the whirlwind of noise and uncertainty, the potential for peace resides. By embracing mindfulness, we can train ourselves to perceive the chaos not just as a threat, but as an opportunity to foster resilience and growth. Finding stillness amidst turmoil can unlock deeper insights and lead to stronger coping mechanisms that enhance our emotional well-being. Maintaining harmony during turbulent times requires intentional effort. One effective approach is to develop a daily routine that prioritizes self-care, allowing time for activities such as meditation, exercise, or simply spending time in nature. These activities provide fertile ground for mindfulness, allowing us to cultivate a sense of stability even when external circumstances seem unpredictable. Another practical method is to stay connected with supportive friends and family. Sharing our experiences can lighten our emotional burden and offer fresh perspectives. Additionally, setting boundaries with information consumption, particularly during times of crisis, can help us maintain mental clarity. It's crucial to curate the media we engage with, as constant exposure to negativity can quicken feelings of stress and panic. Furthermore, consider journaling as a tool for reflection. Documenting thoughts and feelings can clarify what's truly important, aiding in maintaining focus and calm through the chaos. Ultimately, the way we respond to chaos significantly shapes our experience. Adopting a mindset that views challenges as learning opportunities can transform turbulent periods into times of personal growth. By understanding that chaos is a natural part of life, we can become more adaptable and resilient. As we navigate through difficult times, remember that small acts of kindness, both to ourselves and others, can create ripples of calm in our environment. Each effort to find balance, no matter how small, contributes to a greater sense of harmony. So, embrace the chaos around you and commit to practicing peace. It's in this space that you will find a richer, more fulfilling existence. Chapter 3. Emotional Paradoxes. Joy and Sorrow, the Spectrum of Emotion. Life is a complex tapestry woven from countless emotions, each thread contributing to the richness of our experience. In this intricate design, joy and sorrow often coexist, painting a more profound portrait of what it means to be human. The moments when we feel the weight of grief can illuminate the brighter aspects of joy, revealing a stunning contrast that enriches our emotional landscape. A celebration at a wedding, for instance, may feel bittersweet if it occurs after a loss, reminding us of the love we've shared and the void left behind. This coexistence of joy and sorrow allows us to navigate our feelings with greater depth, enabling us to cherish the highs while acknowledging the lows. Recognizing that joy can bloom, even in sorrow, cultivates resilience, offering us a perspective where grief is not merely an end, but a profound source of reflection and growth. Finding meaning amidst this emotional spectrum is essential. It encourages us to engage with our feelings, understand their origins, and appreciate their contributions to our journey. When we embrace both joy and sorrow, we open ourselves to a fuller understanding of life and its impermanence. Each emotion serves a purpose. Sorrow teaches us empathy and strengthens our connections with others. It allows us to appreciate joy more fully, like rays of sunlight breaking through a dense cloud cover. Cherishing joyful moments, especially when they arise in the wake of sorrow, can become both a comforting ritual and a valuable practice. Learning to balance these emotions can help us navigate the unpredictability of life with grace and wisdom, encouraging a perspective where every experience, whether joyful or sorrowful, holds the potential for insight and transformation. Fear is a catalyst for courage. Fear has a unique way of shaping human behavior, often acting as a catalyst that propels individuals into acts of bravery. When faced with fear, whether it's the fear of failure, the fear of the unknown, or the fear of personal loss, many people find themselves pushed beyond their perceived limits. It is in these moments, when the stakes are high and the heart races, that their true character is tested. Fear can ignite a spark within, prompting individuals to confront challenges that they might have otherwise avoided. The adrenaline rush often associated with fear can lead individuals to a place of heightened awareness, where instinct takes over and decisive action becomes not just possible, but necessary. This phenomenon reveals the paradox of fear. What once paralyzes can also empower when harnessed appropriately. Throughout history, countless stories exist that illustrate bravery emerging from situations steeped in fear. Consider the story of a young firefighter who, upon arriving at the scene of a devastating blaze, was faced with the imminent danger of the flames and the possibility of not making it out. With his heart pounding and overwhelming fear crawling under his skin, he charged in to rescue a trapped family. Each second felt like a lifetime, but his fear transformed into a fierce determination. Similarly, tales from the battlefield recount soldiers who, in the face of insurmountable odds, have chosen to press forward despite gripping fear. These moments of courage, when examined closely, reveal a beautiful truth. Courage does not exist without fear. It is a response, an answer to that fear, born from an innate desire to protect, save, or overcome. They show that bravery is not the absence of fear, but rather the decision to act in spite of it. Understanding the dynamic between fear and courage can inspire personal growth. When confronted with fear, whether it be a challenging event at work, a difficult conversation, or an unfamiliar social situation, remember the power that fear holds. Instead of allowing fear to dictate your actions, think of it as a signal, a nudge that encourages you to step into the unknown. Embrace that fear and channel it into motivation. By recognizing fear as a stepping stone towards courage, you can master it and allow it to guide you toward extraordinary experiences. Love and detachment, the emotional balancing act. Love and detachment often exist in a delicate dance within relationships, intricately woven together even though they may seem contradictory. Love invites connection, intimacy, and vulnerability, while detachment implies distance, independence, and self-preservation. The thin line between them can easily blur, leading to misunderstandings and emotional turmoil. It is essential to recognize that love, in its purest form, does not demand possession or control, but rather flourishes in an environment of mutual respect and trust. When individuals cling too tightly to a loved one, they risk suffocating the relationship and inadvertently fostering resentment. Conversely, excessive detachment can breed loneliness and isolation, leaving partners feeling unsupported and emotionally abandoned. Striking the right balance requires a nuanced understanding of one's own feelings and the ability to navigate the emotional landscape of the relationship while prioritizing both connection and individual space. This balancing act is crucial, as genuine love flourishes when both parties maintain their autonomy while still cherishing their bond. Cultivating emotional intelligence is key to mastering this duality of love and detachment. Emotional intelligence encompasses the ability to recognize, understand, and manage one's own emotions while empathizing with the feelings of others. By developing this skill set, individuals can better navigate the complexities of their relationships. It begins with self-awareness, being honest about your own emotional needs and responses. This practice allows for a clearer expression of feelings, setting the stage for open communication. Understanding that detachment doesn't equate to indifference is important. It can serve as a healthy boundary that fosters a sense of security, helping to maintain love without the fear of losing one's self. Through emotional intelligence, one learns to listen not just to words spoken, but also to the emotional undertones that come with them. This depth of understanding can significantly enhance connections, transforming weariness into trust. Building emotional intelligence is an ongoing journey, requiring patience and practice, yet the rewards are profound, leading to richer and more fulfilling relationships. To navigate love and detachment effectively, incorporate regular self-reflection into your routine. Spend time evaluating your emotional responses to different situations, contemplating what triggers feelings of attachment or detachment. Journaling can be particularly helpful. It allows for the exploration of emotions without judgment. Additionally, nurture your ability to communicate openly with loved ones about your needs. Encourage them to share their feelings too, fostering an environment where both partners feel safe discussing their emotional states. Remember, love does not reside solely in being together at all times. Sometimes, the commitment to be there for one another while respecting personal space can be the truest representation of love. Chapter 4. Success and Failure, the Intertwined Paths. Redefining failure, the secret to achievement. Failure is often seen as the end of the road, a sign of inadequacy or incompetence. However, to truly succeed, one must first challenge this conventional notion. Failure is not a fixed point on a linear path to success. Rather, it is a vital part of the journey that redefines how we approach our goals. It brings lessons that triumphs often fail to reveal. The most celebrated innovators and leaders in history have encountered failure repeatedly, but what sets them apart is their perspective. They view setbacks not as dead ends, but as stepping stones, each one providing valuable insights that ultimately pave their way to success. By embracing failure, we can cultivate resilience, adaptability, and creativity, qualities that are essential for overcoming obstacles and reaching our desired outcomes. Failure teaches us to problem solve, to innovate, and to refine our approaches. It invites us to reevaluate not just our methods, but also our beliefs about what is possible. Understanding how to harness failure transforms it from a source of fear into a powerful learning tool. Rather than allowing ourselves to be paralyzed by the stigma associated with failure, we should lean into it, dissecting our experiences with a critical eye. Each stumble or misstep can inform our next move if we allow it. By reflecting on what went wrong and why, we can extract valuable knowledge that informs our future decisions. This process, when done thoughtfully, not only increases our chances of success, but also enriches our resilience. For example, many successful entrepreneurs have recounted failures that not only shaped their business acumen, but also influenced their personal growth. Creating a culture that accepts and learns from failure, whether in our personal lives or workplaces, encourages experimentation, fosters innovation, and ultimately leads to greater achievements. In order to effectively learn from failures, it is crucial to adopt a growth mindset. This means viewing abilities as qualities that can be developed through hard work and perseverance. By acknowledging failure as a natural part of the learning process, we can move past the fear of making mistakes. Setbacks shouldn't derail our efforts, but rather motivate us to analyze our strategies and make informed adjustments. Keeping a journal of experiences and lessons learned from failures can serve as a powerful reminder of our ability to overcome adversity. This practice not only documents growth, but also reinforces the fact that failure is merely a chapter in our ongoing story. So the next time you encounter failure, instead of shying away from it, ask yourself what you can learn. This shift in perspective can become the secret to lasting achievement, turning each setback into a foundation for future success. The role of resilience in the face of adversity. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, adapt to change, and keep moving forward despite difficulties. It plays a crucial role in navigating life's inevitable challenges. Each setback presents an opportunity to learn, grow, and develop a deeper understanding of our own strengths. When we face adversity, our initial reaction might be one of despair or frustration, but cultivating resilience allows us to reframe these experiences positively. Embracing resilience not only promotes personal growth, but also enhances our capacity to engage with others and face future challenges with confidence. Building resilience takes practice and effort, especially when faced with adversity. One effective technique is to maintain a positive outlook. This doesn't mean ignoring the difficulties we encounter, but rather focusing on what we can control and finding silver linings in our experiences. Another strategy is to develop strong social connections. Surrounding ourselves with supportive friends and family can provide a crucial buffer against stress. It's also helpful to establish a routine that incorporates self-care, whether through regular exercise, mindfulness, or simply taking time to engage in hobbies we enjoy. These practices can bolster our emotional and mental well-being, making us more equipped to handle life's challenges. Remember, resilience is not a fixed trait. It can be cultivated over time. Keeping a journal can also serve as a powerful tool by allowing us to reflect on our experiences, recognize patterns, and track our progress. Learning to embrace flexibility and openness to new outcomes is equally important. Sometimes the paths we choose may not lead to the outcomes we desire, but adapting our goals and expectations can open doors to new opportunities we might never have considered otherwise. By integrating these strategies into our lives, we can cultivate resilience and transform adversity into a stepping stone for future success. Learning to leap, risks and rewards. Taking risks is essential for personal and professional growth. Each step into the unknown carries a sense of uncertainty, but it is within this very uncertainty that transformation occurs. When we choose to embrace risk, we open ourselves to new possibilities, ideas, and experiences. Every time we step out of our comfort zone, we not only challenge ourselves, but also uncover hidden potentials that we didn't know existed. Consider this: every significant achievement, every breakthrough, originates from a decision to take a chance. Whether it's a career change, starting a new business, or pursuing a passion project, the necessity of risk is undeniable. It is through these bold decisions that we cultivate resilience and adaptability, qualities that play a crucial role in navigating life's challenges. Calculated risks can lead to unforeseen rewards, often taking us on paths we never anticipated. The importance of thinking strategically about the risks we take cannot be overstated. When we analyze the potential benefits and downsides, we put ourselves in a position to make informed decisions that can result in great success. For instance, entrepreneurs who innovate often face the fear of failure, yet they also stand to gain the most if their ideas take flight. History is filled with stories of individuals who took risks, learned from their missteps, and ultimately reaped substantial rewards. Imagine an artist who risks their reputation by trying a new style. This leap of faith can lead to a renaissance in their work and influence others in the field. Therefore, when approaching risk, remember that each leap opens a door to possibility. Understanding the balance of taking risks can be a powerful tool in both personal and professional realms. Reflect on your own life. Consider instances where a calculated risk paid off, enhancing your skills or opening new avenues. By documenting these moments, you reinforce your ability to take future risks with confidence. The key lies in viewing risks not as mere gambles, but as essential components of growth. Embrace the challenges and uncertainty that come with them. These are often the catalysts for your most significant rewards. Next time you face a decision laden with risk, reflect on the potential for growth and change. This mindset will not only empower you, but can also inspire those around you to take their own leaps into the unknown. Chapter 5. The Wisdom of Conflicting Perspectives. Cultivating empathy through disagreement. Disagreement is often viewed as a conflict, a breakdown in communication, or a sign of division. Yet, beneath its surface lies an incredible potential for empathy and deeper understanding. When individuals engage in disagreements, they are invited to step into different perspectives, fostering an environment where empathy can flourish. Rather than retreating into my own beliefs, I must confront the discomfort of opposing views. This confrontation encourages me to listen actively, to consider the emotions and experiences that shape another person's stance. By engaging with disagreements thoughtfully, I can develop a richer understanding of diverse opinions and the human experiences behind them. This process is not merely about finding a middle ground. It's about recognizing that every disagreement carries a story and that each story adds depth to our collective experience. Through this lens, disagreement transforms from a potential source of discord into a powerful catalyst for empathy. Respectful dialogue serves as a bridge over the chasm created by disagreement, allowing connection to flourish. When we approach dialogue with respect, we open a space for genuine communication, where ideas can be exchanged without the threat of hostility. This means listening not just to respond, but to truly hear what the other person is conveying. By asking questions and seeking clarification, we show a willingness to understand rather than to judge. In turn, this respect can dismantle preconceived notions and biases, paving the way for common ground. As we cultivate this respectful exchange, we create an opportunity for transformation, where differing views become a source of curiosity instead of a call to arms. Respectful dialogue becomes a tapestry woven with threads of commonality, where empathy radiates through shared experiences and insights. The more we engage in these dialogues, the better equipped we become to navigate conflict and deepen our relationships. To foster empathy through disagreement and conversation, it is essential to embrace vulnerability. Being willing to share my own thoughts and feelings allows others to do the same. This mutual disclosure cultivates trust, establishing a fertile ground where empathy can take root and grow. Practicing patience and openness is important. The journey to understanding is often gradual and requires an ongoing commitment. Commit to engaging in conversations that feel challenging. They are opportunities for growth and connection, revealing the beautiful complexity of human experience. Rather than viewing these moments as threats, consider them as invitations to learn and evolve. Step into each conversation ready to explore, knowing that through empathy we can build bridges across divides, enriching our lives and the lives of those around us. The art of dialogue, bridging polarized views. Open dialogue is essential for addressing polarized perspectives. In a world where opinions often clash and divisiveness can become the norm, creating a space for honest and respectful conversation is vital. The importance of such dialogue cannot be overstated. It allows individuals to express their thoughts and feelings, while also understanding different viewpoints. This type of interaction not only fosters empathy, but also helps to break down barriers that can lead to misunderstandings. When people engage in open dialogues, they cultivate a sense of community and shared humanity, paving the way for collaboration and problem-solving. Fostering constructive conversations requires intentionality and skill. One effective technique is active listening, which means truly hearing what the other person is saying without immediately thinking about how to respond. This practice encourages individuals to be present and engaged, making the other party feel valued. It involves listening for both content and emotions, a practice that can deepen understanding and respect. Additionally, asking open-ended questions can guide discussions in a meaningful direction. These questions invite elaboration and clarification, allowing for a richer exchange of ideas. Another technique involves finding common ground, which can serve as a foundation for dialogue. Identifying shared values or mutual interests can help bridge divides and create a collaborative atmosphere. To further enhance the quality of conversations, it's essential to maintain a calm demeanor and choose words wisely. Using I statements can shift the focus from accusatory language to personal experiences, reducing defensiveness. Phrasing thoughts in a way that emphasizes personal emotions rather than blaming others can encourage a more productive exchange. For example, saying "I feel concerned about" instead of "you always" can change the tone of the discussion. Finally, practicing patience and allowing for pauses in conversation can give participants time to reflect and gather their thoughts. This approach nurtures a safe environment where individuals feel empowered to share their perspectives without fear of judgment. Embracing these techniques can transform polarized discussions into opportunities for understanding, growth, and connection. Expanding horizons, learning from opposing ideas. Recognizing the value of diverse viewpoints can be a transformative experience in personal growth. When we expose ourselves to ideas that differ from our own, we open up pathways for deeper understanding and empathy. This practice forces us to reconsider our beliefs and assumptions, pushing us to expand our mental frameworks. By engaging with opposing viewpoints, we cultivate a sense of curiosity and develop critical thinking skills. It's important to remember that every perspective carries wisdom, often shaped by experiences that are not our own. Embracing this diversity enhances our ability to navigate life's complexities, enabling us to appreciate nuances and foster richer relationships. Encouraging exploration and integration of opposing ideas is essential for intellectual and emotional development. Instead of shying away from viewpoints that challenge our own, we can approach them with an open mind. Read books or listen to talks by authors and thinkers who possess perspectives that may leave us feeling uneasy. Engage in discussions where you actively seek to understand the rationale behind beliefs that differ from yours. By doing so, we create opportunities for growth and insight that can deepen our understanding of the world. This practice not only enhances our ability to articulate our own views, but also validates the perspectives of others, fostering a culture of respect and dialogue. Engaging with opposing ideas not only broadens our worldview, but also empowers us to make more informed decisions. When we learn to appreciate the strength in differing viewpoints, we develop resilience and flexibility in our thinking. We can begin to weave together the best aspects of contrasting ideas, creating a richer tapestry of understanding. This fusion of perspectives often leads to innovative solutions to problems and inspires creativity in personal and professional arenas. Remember, each conversation or conflict has the potential to enrich us. It is in our willingness to absorb, question, and integrate that we unlock the true potential of our minds. Chapter 6. The Power of Paradox in Leadership. Leading with Vulnerability, Strength and Openness. Vulnerability can serve as a powerful tool in effective leadership. When leaders allow themselves to be vulnerable, they create an authentic connection with their teams. This openness fosters trust and encourages a culture where team members feel safe to express their ideas and concerns. By acknowledging their own fears and uncertainties, leaders demonstrate that it's okay to be imperfect and to engage with challenges honestly. Instead of hiding behind a facade of invincibility, these leaders invite collaboration and innovation, recognizing that acknowledging weakness can spark strength among their teams. Vulnerability encourages a sense of community, making it easier for people to rally around shared goals and values. Examples of leaders who embraced vulnerability successfully can be found across various industries. Take, for instance, Brené Brown, a research professor and author who has shaped the conversation around vulnerability and leadership. She openly shares her own struggles with feelings of inadequacy, which resonates deeply with audiences. Her work has inspired countless leaders to adopt a more empathetic and human-centric approach. Another example is Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft, who transformed the company's culture by encouraging a growth mindset. He shares his own journey of learning and mistakes, emphasizing that it's acceptable to fail as long as one learns from those experiences. These leaders exemplify how embracing vulnerability can not only humanize leadership, but also drive organizational change. Understanding the power of vulnerability highlights the importance of creating an environment that invites openness. By leading with vulnerability, you can break down barriers and encourage your team to take risks and innovate without the fear of judgment. This approach can lead to exceptional creativity and problem-solving abilities within a team. As a practical tip, consider sharing your own experiences of failure or uncertainty in team meetings. By doing so, you create space for others to share their own stories, cultivating a climate of acceptance and ultimately paving the way for growth and success. Balancing authority with approachability. The tension between authority and approachability in leadership is often a challenging tightrope to walk. Leaders need to command respect and take decisive actions, but if they become too authoritative, they risk alienating their team members. This disconnect can create a culture of fear or compliance rather than one of collaboration and innovation. To be effective, leaders must establish a sense of authority while remaining accessible and open to communication. This involves recognizing that an authoritative stance does not require cold distance. Instead, it can coexist with warmth and approachability. When a leader feels like a person rather than just a title, team members are more likely to engage authentically, fostering a healthy, productive work environment. Maintaining a balance between authority and approachability involves several strategies that leaders can implement within their teams. One key approach is to practice active listening and open lines of communication. Allowing team members to express their ideas, questions, and concerns creates a safe space where they feel valued. This openness can foster trust, making it easier for team members to respect the leader's authority because they see genuine support and understanding in their leader. Additionally, setting clear expectations and boundaries can also help. By defining roles and responsibilities while also inviting feedback, a leader can assert their authority without coming off as unapproachable. Celebrating team successes and recognizing individual contributions further reinforces the authority in a positive manner, demonstrating that the leader is invested in their team's growth. Another effective strategy to cultivate this balance is to share personal experiences or challenges encountered along the leadership journey. When leaders are transparent about their own challenges, it humanizes them and makes them more relatable. This approach encourages team members to voice their concerns and feel comfortable experimenting with new ideas. Encouraging a culture of feedback where everyone can provide and receive input not only sharpens the skills of each team member, but also enhances the leader's authority by illustrating their commitment to continuous improvement. As leaders navigate their roles, they must remember that being approachable does not diminish their authority. Rather, it enriches their effectiveness, inspiring loyalty and encouraging a collaborative spirit that drives the entire team forward. Recognizing this synergy empowers leaders to thrive in their roles and cultivate an environment where both authority and approachability flourish. Visionary thinking, navigating contradictory goals. Maintaining a visionary outlook while managing contradictions is a vital skill in leadership. Visionary thinking involves a broad perspective that embraces innovation and creativity, often requiring leaders to hold multiple, sometimes opposing, goals in their mind simultaneously. This duality can be challenging, as pursuing long-term visions might conflict with immediate operational needs or financial constraints. Successful leaders approach this paradox not with a sense of frustration, but with an understanding of how to integrate diverse objectives into a coherent strategy. They recognize that contradiction can lead to growth. It forces them to think more deeply about their missions and the paths they can take to achieve them. By reframing these contradictions not as roadblocks but as opportunities, leaders can cultivate an environment that fosters resilience and adaptability. This mindset encourages teams to explore creative solutions that satisfy seemingly irreconcilable demands, thereby unlocking potential that may otherwise remain dormant. To effectively pursue conflicting objectives, leaders can adopt several practical tools. Firstly, establishing clear prioritization can help delineate which goals should take precedence at specific times, allowing leaders to allocate resources and time effectively without losing sight of the overarching vision. Moreover, fostering an open dialogue among team members helps in surfacing diverse perspectives and enhances collaborative problem-solving. Encouraging a culture where feedback is valued creates an atmosphere of continuous improvement and innovation. Additionally, implementing agile methodologies can facilitate rapid adjustments when contradictions arise, enabling leaders to pivot strategies without losing momentum. Techniques like scenario planning may also assist in visualizing the implications of different objectives and how they might interplay, thus empowering leaders to make informed choices that harmonize conflicting priorities. By embracing the complexity of contradictory goals, leaders not only enhance their decision-making capacity, but also inspire those around them. They demonstrate that a visionary approach does not shy away from challenges, but actively seeks them out, recognizing that the journey toward a goal often involves navigating through a maze of competing interests. A useful tip for leaders is to take regular moments to reflect on their vision and the various paths to achieving it. By keeping an open mind and remaining flexible, they can adapt their strategies as circumstances evolve, ensuring that the vision remains alive and relevant in a rapidly changing world. Chapter 7. The Role of Paradox in Creativity. The creative process, chaos and order. Creativity often flourishes in a dynamic interplay between chaos and order. This is a realm where the unpredictable meets structure, sparking the kind of innovation that can lead to extraordinary ideas and artistic expressions. When we think of chaos, we might envision a whirlwind of thoughts, images, and emotions swirling uncontrollably. Yet, this chaos serves as fertile ground for creativity. It is in those messy, unruly moments that our minds can explore possibilities without restraints, breaking free from conventional boundaries and allowing new ideas to surface. This is not to say that chaos alone breeds creativity. Rather, it is the symbiotic relationship with order that empowers the creative process. Order provides a framework, a skeleton upon which we can build and expand our chaotic thoughts into something tangible and coherent. The challenge lies in finding the perfect balance where chaos fuels inspiration while order shapes that inspiration into a meaningful form. To channel chaos into creative output effectively, various methods can be employed. One beneficial technique is to embrace freewriting or stream of consciousness exercises. By allowing thoughts to flow freely onto the page without self-censorship, individuals can tap into deeper reservoirs of creativity. The resulting text, often whimsical and nonsensical, can serve as raw material from which structured ideas can emerge. Another method involves creating a physical space that embodies both chaos and order. For instance, a workspace filled with inspiring artifacts and chaotic elements, such as random sketches, vibrant colors, or contrasting materials, can stimulate creativity while also offering a structured environment to refine those initial impulses. Additionally, mindfulness practices can help center the mind amidst chaos. Techniques such as meditation can cultivate awareness, allowing individuals to observe their chaotic thoughts without being overwhelmed, thereby granting them the clarity needed to focus on creative outputs. Fostering an environment that encourages this dance between chaos and order is vital for anyone looking to enhance their creative process. One practical tip is to create a routine that allows moments of spontaneous exploration as well as dedicated time for consolidation. Set aside time each week for uninhibited creative play, where the rules can be bent or broken, inviting chaos into the mix. Follow this with sessions that allow for structure, organizing, and refining the creations born from that chaos. By understanding and embracing the unique relationship between chaos and order, you can unlock a fuller, more vibrant creative potential. Innovating through constraints, finding freedom in limitations. Constraints often serve as the crucible for innovative thinking. When faced with limits, whether they are financial, technological, or even time-related, individuals and teams are forced to think creatively. The essence of innovation is not merely the generation of new ideas, but rather the ability to bend the rules and reshuffle traditional approaches. Limitations compel us to sift through our resource pools, prioritize functionalities, and seek the extraordinary within the ordinary. This process can lead to unexpected solutions since it propels us away from complacency and challenges us to find paths previously unconsidered. Numerous groundbreaking achievements across various fields illustrate how limitations can lead to innovative breakthroughs. Consider the invention of the Post-it note. Developed by a scientist at 3M, the product was born from a failed attempt to create a super-strong adhesive. Instead of discarding the flawed formula, it was reimagined to create a low-tack adhesive, resulting in a product that revolutionized organization and communication methods in workplaces across the globe. Similarly, the technology behind the smartphone evolved from a desire to create a portable device with limited capabilities. The constraints of early mobile technology ultimately became a catalyst for the development of an entirely new communications landscape. Identifying opportunities within constraints also invigorates the creative spirit. For anyone looking to foster an innovative mindset, try viewing limitations as opportunities rather than obstacles. Begin by listing your constraints and using them as a springboard for your ideas. For example, if you have limited time to develop a product, focus on the core features that offer the most value. Embrace the notion that sometimes less truly is more. The key is to shift your mindset from a feeling of restriction to an exhilarating sense of possibility. For within every barrier lies the seed of innovation that awaits discovery. Juxtaposition, crafting unique narratives. The technique of juxtaposing ideas offers a potent tool for creative storytelling, allowing writers to draw sharp contrasts that illuminate deeper meanings within their narratives. When two seemingly opposing elements are placed side by side, the collision of their characteristics creates a dialogue that can evoke emotion, transform perspectives, and add layers of complexity. For example, consider a story that explores the innocence of childhood against the backdrop of a war-torn landscape. The stark contrast of joyous laughter mingling with the sounds of despair not only enriches the narrative, but also highlights the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. By carefully selecting moments of juxtaposition, authors can create a dynamic interplay that invites readers to reflect on the nuances of life, revealing truths that might otherwise remain hidden. Experimenting with contrasting themes in one's own writing opens up a realm of possibilities that can invigorate a project with fresh energy and unexpected outcomes. Writers are encouraged to play with disparities, be it in character traits, settings, or even plot arcs. The tension between differing ideals can serve as a catalyst for conflict, driving the narrative forward while keeping readers engaged and invested. Consider crafting characters whose goals are directly at odds with one another, or places where serenity clashes with chaos. Embracing these contrasts can lead to stories that resonate on multiple levels, providing depth while also sparking inspiration. Furthermore, juxtaposition encourages a sense of discovery, both for the writer in their creative journey and for the reader navigating through the intricacies of the story. Delving into the art of juxtaposition requires not just skill, but also a courageous mindset. The writer must be willing to explore the discomfort that comes with contradiction, acknowledging that beauty often resides in the unresolved. As you engage with contrasting themes, consider asking questions. What do these differences reveal about the character's desires? How can tension be built to create a compelling arc? Taking the leap into the realm of juxtaposition might yield narratives that challenge the norm, provoke thought, and resonate long after the last page is turned. The most impactful stories are often born from the desire to interrogate the complexities of existence, so do not shy away from crafting your own unique juxtaposition. Chapter 8. Relationships, the Dance of Dualities. Closeness versus independence, navigating intimacy. Finding the right balance between intimacy and independence in relationships is often a delicate dance. On one hand, true intimacy is about sharing your life with someone, forming a bond that increases your emotional and sometimes physical dependence on each other. It involves vulnerability, trust, and often a deep sense of commitment that makes you feel closer to your partner. However, there is an undeniable need for independence that nurtures personal growth and individual identity. It's vital to remember that two healthy individuals create a strong relationship, and maintaining a sense of self can often enhance the intimacy between partners. It's about recognizing that while you may share a life together, you also each have your own dreams, aspirations, and personal space that should be respected and cherished. Maintaining individuality while fostering connection requires a conscious effort from both partners. Communication is essential. Openly discussing your needs, desires, and boundaries lays the groundwork for mutual understanding. Engaging in activities separately can enrich your relationship, allowing each person to cultivate their interests and share new experiences with each other later. This not only brings freshness to your partnership, but also prevents feelings of being stifled or overwhelmed. It creates a supportive environment where both partners feel free to explore their passions, whether that means pursuing hobbies, spending time with friends, or simply enjoying solitude. Balancing closeness and independence doesn't mean distancing yourself. Rather, it's about nourishing your own individuality, which ultimately strengthens the emotional connection you share. As you navigate the intricate balance of intimacy and independence, remember to embrace the power of vulnerability and honesty. Setting aside time for self-reflection can also be beneficial, helping you identify what makes you feel connected and what aspects of your life require more independence. Make it a practice to check in with yourself and your partner regularly, asking how you both feel about the current dynamic. This openness not only fosters intimacy, but also reassures each person that their individuality matters. By prioritizing both closeness and independence, you can enjoy richer, more fulfilling relationships that respect each person's unique journey. Communication, the bridge between differences. Communication serves as a powerful tool that connects us across the vast expanse of differing perspectives. Every individual carries a unique tapestry of experiences, beliefs, and emotions that shape their worldview. It is through effective communication that we can begin to understand and appreciate these differences. Words have the capacity to open doors to new avenues of thought and feeling, allowing us to transcend barriers that might otherwise keep us apart. When we engage in genuine dialogue, we not only express our own views, but also invite others to share theirs, creating a space where empathy and understanding can flourish. This exchange is not merely about the transmission of information. It is about fostering connections that bridge gaps, break down misconceptions, and cultivate mutual respect. To enhance communication in relationships, several techniques can render our interactions more effective and meaningful. Active listening stands out as a foundational practice. It involves fully concentrating on what is being said rather than merely planning our response. By giving our undivided attention and reflecting back what we hear, we demonstrate that we value the other person's thoughts and feelings. Additionally, using I statements can help express our feelings without sounding accusatory, which often leads to defensiveness. For example, saying, "I feel hurt when you don't acknowledge my efforts," is more constructive than "you never appreciate what I do." Moreover, embracing openness and vulnerability can deepen connections, inviting others to share their own challenges and emotions, thus nurturing a supportive environment where honest conversation can thrive. Ultimately, the essence of effective communication lies in its ability to create an atmosphere of trust and safety. Embracing differences, rather than shying away from them, is key to building strong relationships. Remember that while we may not always agree, practicing compassion and patience in our conversations can make all the difference. A practical tip is to set aside a specific time each week for open dialogue with those close to you. This dedicated time encourages honest sharing of thoughts and feelings, paving the way for deeper understanding and connection as you navigate the rich tapestry of your relationships. Conflict resolution, transforming disagreement into growth. Conflict, often viewed through the lens of negativity, carries within it a unique potential for growth. When two or more perspectives collide, the friction creates an opportunity for transformation. Disagreements can be catalysts for development, pushing individuals and groups to reevaluate their beliefs, improve their communication, and foster deeper understanding. Every tense moment holds the chance for breakthrough. By recognizing that conflict is not simply a hindrance, but a crucial part of interpersonal dynamics, we can approach these situations as avenues for enrichment rather than obstacles to be avoided. Embracing this perspective shifts our focus from merely resolving issues to also exploring the growth that can stem from those disagreements. When done correctly, conflict resolution can lead to innovative solutions and stronger relationships, enabling individuals to transcend their former limitations. Creating frameworks for constructive conflict management is essential in navigating the complexities of disagreement. One effective approach is to establish a shared goal that both parties can align with, redirecting the conversation from a me versus you mentality to us against the problem. Active listening plays a pivotal role in this framework. It's crucial to genuinely understand the other's perspective before responding. Engaging in open dialogue that encourages each party to express their feelings and viewpoints fosters an environment of trust. Implementing techniques such as identifying underlying interests rather than just positions helps uncover the real priorities at stake. Additionally, using I statements instead of you statements can minimize defensiveness and promote a more constructive exchange, as it conveys personal responsibility rather than assigning blame. Strong conflict resolution not only strengthens bonds, but also enhances collaborative efforts moving forward. To manage conflict effectively, it's valuable to establish a set of ground rules at the outset of a discussion, ensuring respect and civility are upheld regardless of the heat of the moment. Regularly practicing conflict resolution techniques can form a habit that empowers individuals to approach disagreements with confidence and clarity. Practical approaches, like role reversing or taking breaks to cool heads, can introduce fresh perspectives into the heated atmosphere of debate. Growth through conflict is an ongoing journey. By intentionally transforming disputes into opportunities for learning and connection, individuals can refine their skills, deepen their understanding of one another, and emerge from conflicts not just unscathed but enriched. As you navigate your own conflicts, remember that every disagreement has the potential to illuminate a new path. Seek that path with an open heart and mind. Chapter 9. The Paradox of Change. Embracing change as a constant. Change is a force of nature, much like the changing of seasons or the cycle of day and night. It is woven into the very fabric of our lives, influencing our thoughts, emotions, and actions. From the moment we are born, change begins its relentless journey alongside us. Our bodies grow, our perspectives shift, and our circumstances evolve, sometimes in ways we can't anticipate. Relationships blossom and wither, jobs are gained and lost, and entire landscapes, both literal and metaphorical, are transformed. Recognizing that change is inevitable helps us prepare for the twists and turns life throws at us. It cultivates resilience, allowing us to adapt rather than resist, ensuring that we do not become paralyzed by the unknown. Accepting change's presence helps mitigate the fear that often accompanies it, paving the way for growth and discovery. Accepting change as a fundamental aspect of existence is essential to navigating life's unpredictable waters. It encourages us to adopt a mindset that sees opportunity rather than loss. When we understand that change is not an intruder but an intrinsic part of life, we open ourselves to new possibilities. This shift in perspective allows us to embrace life's surprises with a sense of curiosity rather than dread. For instance, a change in career or relationship might seem daunting at first glance. However, it often leads to unexpected rewards and experiences that enrich our lives. Embracing change fosters a spirit of flexibility, urging us to stay agile and open-hearted. The real challenge lies not in the change itself, but in how we respond to it. By viewing change as a natural force, we can navigate our journeys with a sense of purpose and excitement. To make this acceptance more actionable in your daily life, practice mindfulness. Take moments throughout your day to breathe deeply and acknowledge the changes occurring around you. Whether it's the subtle shift in the weather or the evolving dynamics of your relationships, recognizing these changes can build your resilience over time. This practice of awareness helps ground you and cultivates an appreciation for life's unfolding narrative. Change is not just a constant, it is the very essence of life unfolding in all its complex beauty. Embrace it with open arms. The comfort zone, a double-edged sword. Comfort zones provide a sense of safety and ease. They are those familiar spaces where we feel in control, allowing us to navigate through life with a certain level of predictability. In our comfort zones, we can indulge in routines and habits that reinforce our abilities and boost our confidence. For instance, a person may feel comfortable in their daily job, where the tasks and responsibilities are known, leading to an efficient work life. However, this same sense of comfort can also stifle growth, fostering complacency. When we cling too tightly to what feels safe, we risk missing out on opportunities for learning and discovery. Stagnation can set in, as our responses become automatic rather than thoughtful, and we may find ourselves surprised at how quickly time passes without significant personal or professional development. The journey outside our comfort zones often leads to the most profound transformations. Venturing into the unknown, whether it's starting a new job, traveling to a different culture, or taking up a new hobby, can bring about a rush of exhilaration mingled with anxiety. This process challenges our mental and emotional boundaries, forcing us to adapt and rethink what we believe is possible. It is through these discomforting experiences that we grow stronger, more resilient, and ultimately find our true selves. Every step into the unfamiliar can lead to newfound skills and unimagined possibilities. By reframing our anxiety associated with leaving our comfort zones, we can view it as a catalyst for improvement, encouraging us to embrace change rather than resist it. Setting small, achievable goals can be an effective strategy for stepping outside your comfort zone. Rather than attempting a giant leap into the unknown, focus instead on incremental changes that feel manageable. Try speaking in a meeting if you usually don't, or take a different route to work. Each small victory builds confidence and prepares you for bigger challenges. Embracing a mindset that sees discomfort as a pathway to evolution will empower you to take risks, open new doors, and unlock the extraordinary potential that lies just beyond the edge of your comfort zone. Growth through disruption, thriving amidst uncertainty. Disruption often feels like a storm, uprooting the familiar and casting shadows over the comfortable paths we have walked. Yet within this turbulence lies the vital seed of opportunity. The essence of growth emerges most vividly in these challenging times. History has shown that great innovators and leaders often rise amidst chaos, transitioning from traditional methods to uncharted territories. For instance, during economic downturns, businesses that adapt quickly can seize market share from less agile competitors. It is during these moments of uncertainty that ingenious solutions are born, fostering creativity and refreshing perspectives. New ideas often surface when the status quo is shaken, reflecting the resilience of human nature to thrive in adversity. To navigate through uncertain waters and ensure growth, it is essential to embrace flexibility. This means staying alert to the changes around you and being willing to pivot your strategies as needed. Cultivating a mindset that views challenges as opportunities allows you to identify potential paths forward, even when the way seems obscured. Building robust networks becomes invaluable. Collaboration often leads to breakthrough ideas that might not surface in isolation. Organizations should focus on fostering a culture of innovation, encouraging team members to experiment and voice their thoughts without the fear of failure. Embracing technology, learning new skills, and continually reassessing your goals also play vital roles in adapting to change effectively. In navigating disruption, maintain an acute focus on your core values and mission. While the external environment may shift dramatically, grounding yourself in what truly matters can provide clarity and direction. This clarity acts as an anchor, helping you make informed decisions as you explore new avenues for growth. Remember that sustaining momentum requires vigilance and a proactive stance. Remain committed to learning and evolving. As you encounter uncertainty, think of it as a canvas upon which to paint your next grand strategy. By keeping an open mind and nurturing your innovative spirit, you can turn the headwinds of disruption into the very fuel that propels your success. Chapter 10. Spiritual Paradoxes, Faith and Doubt. The Interplay of Belief and Skepticism. The relationship between belief and skepticism in spirituality is a delicate dance, one that has intrigued thinkers for centuries. Belief acts as a guiding star for many individuals, illuminating their paths with hope, faith, and a sense of purpose. It allows people to connect with something greater than themselves, providing comfort and direction in times of uncertainty. On the other hand, skepticism acts as a critical lens through which we evaluate these beliefs. It encourages questioning, exploration, and a deeper understanding of the world around us. Without skepticism, belief can become blind faith, a dangerous trap that can lead individuals astray. Conversely, without belief, skepticism can lead to a paralyzing doubt that prevents meaningful engagement with life's mysteries. This interplay is not just a philosophical debate. It is a fundamental aspect of the human experience, especially in the realm of spirituality, where understanding and personal meaning intertwine. Embracing both belief and skepticism opens the door to a richer, more nuanced understanding of spirituality. When readers allow themselves to hold both perspectives, they create a space for inquiry and personal growth. Belief can inspire us to explore spiritual practices, traditions, and experiences, while skepticism urges us to question the validity of claims and to seek out our own truths. This balanced approach allows for a dynamic dialogue within ourselves. By fostering a willingness to believe in the unseen while also remaining open to questioning its nature, individuals can engage with spirituality in a way that is grounded and authentic. The journey of exploration, marked by moments of belief and phases of skepticism, ultimately deepens our insights and connections, encouraging an ongoing quest for understanding. It is important to remember that this balance is not a destination, but rather an evolving process. Engaging with both belief and skepticism requires courage and openness. A practical tip for those looking to navigate this interplay more effectively is to maintain a spiritual journal. In this journal, record your beliefs, questions, experiences, and doubts as they arise. Reflect on how these elements influence your understanding of spirituality. Over time, you will notice patterns and shifts in your thinking, allowing you to cultivate a more comprehensive worldview. This practice can help bridge the gap between belief and skepticism, fostering a richer connection to your spiritual journey. Surrendering control, the path to true freedom. Surrendering control is often perceived as weakness or defeat, but in truth, it opens the door to spiritual liberation. When we cling tightly to the illusion of control, we place ourselves in a self-imposed prison, bound by fear, anxiety, and the overwhelming need for certainty. The more we strive to hold on to every aspect of our lives, our relationships, careers, and even our emotions, the more we burden ourselves. By releasing this grip, we allow space for true freedom to enter. This act of letting go is profoundly transformative, as it aligns us with the natural flow of life. It invites unexpected joy, healing, and growth, teaching us to trust in the universe's unfolding path. This trust fosters resilience and empowers us to move beyond our limitations, embracing the beauty of uncertainty. In this space of surrender, we discover who we truly are beyond the roles and masks we have constructed over time. Practicing non-attachment is a key element in the journey towards spiritual liberation. Non-attachment does not mean detaching ourselves from the world or the people we love. Rather, it means engaging with our lives while understanding that nothing is permanent. This awareness softens our hearts and minds, freeing us from the pain of clinging to outcomes. When we learn to enjoy experiences without expecting them to last forever, we find greater joy in the moment. This practice encourages gratitude and enhances our appreciation for what life offers right now. It allows us to hold our dreams and desires lightly, creating a sense of ease rather than urgency. To cultivate non-attachment, we can begin by recognizing our emotional responses and observing when we feel tightly wound. Mindfulness techniques, such as meditation and deep breathing exercises, can help ground us in the present, reminding us that life is a continuous journey and that surrendering to it can be an act of profound strength. As you navigate this path toward true freedom, remember that the process of surrendering control and practicing non-attachment takes time and patience. Start small by noticing the moments when you feel overly attached to a particular outcome and gently remind yourself that life is inherently unpredictable. Embrace the idea that by letting go, you are not losing something valuable. Instead, you are gaining access to a deeper sense of peace and connection with life itself. This awakening can guide you towards living a more fulfilling and liberated life. Finding divinity in the ordinary. In a world bustling with distractions and relentless ambition, the divine often hides in plain sight, nestled within the fabric of our everyday lives. Moments such as the warmth of the morning sun filtering through a window, the sound of laughter shared with a friend, or the simple act of brewing a cup of tea are filled with sacred potential. When we pause to truly immerse ourselves in these experiences, we can unveil the threads of divinity that are interwoven with our existence. Observing the details around us brings clarity to the wonders that often go unnoticed. A soft breeze caressing our skin, the colors of a sunset, or the comforting rhythm of our breaths. Each moment holds the possibility for connection, urging us to remember that the divine does not only dwell in temples or sacred texts, it is alive in the world around us. By recognizing the extraordinary within the ordinary, we can cultivate a deeper appreciation for life itself, transforming mundane routines into cherished rituals of reverence. Practicing mindfulness becomes a powerful tool in our quest to uncover the sacred elements threaded through daily life. By fully engaging with the present moment, we train ourselves to notice the elements that frequently slip past our awareness. Taking a few moments each day to breathe deeply and center ourselves allows us to explore the depths of our surroundings. Whether we are walking down the street, washing dishes, or listening to someone speak, embracing mindfulness helps illuminate the beauty embedded within these activities. Setting aside distractions, we find that even the most trivial tasks can take on a new dimension of significance. As we shift our focus from the goal-oriented hustle of our lives to simply being present, we open ourselves up to experience gratitude, joy, and peace right where we are. This practice encourages us to slow down and savor the little things, fostering a sense of reverence and connection to the world that surrounds us. Chapter 11. The Dynamics of Time, Past and Future. Living in the Moment, the Challenge of Time. Mindfulness plays a crucial role in how we perceive and relate to time. In our fast-paced world, where distractions abound and the future looms large, it is easy to become detached from the present moment. Mindfulness asks us to pause, breathe, and fully engage with our surroundings and experiences. It teaches us that every moment has value, no matter how mundane it may seem. By embracing mindfulness, we can discover that time is not merely a relentless march toward what lies ahead, but a series of rich, vibrant moments waiting to be lived. Practicing mindfulness can help alleviate the anxiety that often accompanies our perception of time slipping away. It trains the mind to focus on the now, allowing us to savor experiences rather than rush through them. This practice can lead to a more profound appreciation for life and help us forge deeper connections with ourselves and others. Encouraging readers to find joy in the present moment is essential in this exploration of living in the now. Each day brings with it countless opportunities for joy, nestled within the seemingly ordinary experiences of life. Whether it's the warmth of the sun on your skin, the laughter shared with a friend, or the taste of your favorite meal, these small moments are where true happiness resides. By intentionally seeking joy in our daily lives, we begin to cultivate a mindset that celebrates the present. Simple practices, such as expressing gratitude for the little things and engaging in activities that inspire joy, can transform our experience of time. When we shift our focus from what we lack or desire in the future to what we have and cherish in the present, We awaken to the richness of our experiences and nurture a deeper appreciation for life. Practicing mindfulness and finding joy in the present moment not only enhances our relationship with time, but also promotes mental well-being. One practical tip is to create small rituals throughout your day. This could be as simple as taking a moment each morning to enjoy your coffee without distractions, or setting aside time to reflect on the day's positive moments before bed. These rituals help anchor us in the present, allowing us to experience life more fully. Lessons from history, learning from the past. History, with its tapestry of triumphs and tribulations, offers invaluable insights into the human experience. From the rise and fall of civilizations to the struggle for civil rights, each event serves as a cornerstone of knowledge that shapes our understanding of the world. The fall of empires like Rome reminds us of the dangers of complacency and the importance of adaptability. The civil rights movements across various nations teach us the power of unity and the relentless pursuit of justice. By examining these pivotal moments, we recognize patterns that reverberate through time, helping us to comprehend the intricacies of human behavior and societal change. Applying these historical lessons to our present-day choices is imperative. Each decision we make can echo through time, influencing future generations. By choosing empathy over indifference in our interactions, we contribute to a culture of inclusivity, reminiscent of the strides made during the suffragette movement. Similarly, embracing innovation, as seen during the Renaissance, enables us to navigate contemporary challenges, such as climate change and technological disruption. When we consciously incorporate the wisdom gleaned from history, we don't just honor the past, we actively shape a more enlightened future. Consider the significance of small actions, whether it's voicing your opinion or taking part in community efforts, as these can be the seeds of transformation in our society. The future, a landscape shaped by present choices. Our current actions create a mosaic of possibilities that will color the future in ways we can't fully comprehend today. Every choice we make, whether it is a decision to recycle a water bottle or to speak kindly to a stranger, contributes to a ripple effect that extends far beyond our immediate surroundings. Imagine the collective impact if communities embrace sustainable practices. Each small step aggregates into significant progress, moving society toward a healthier planet. The future is not a distant reality. It is a tapestry woven from countless strands of present actions. Each day provides us with the opportunity to choose paths that not only shape our own lives, but also influence the world at large. Being mindful of our choices today requires an awareness of the profound effects they can unleash. Consider how moments of kindness build a culture of compassion, or how conscious decisions can foster environmental stewardship. We each possess the power to be changemakers, and exercising this power begins with the choices that seem trivial. Reflecting on our preferences, from what we consume to how we interact with others, allows us to align our actions with the future we wish to see. Ask yourself how your daily habits can contribute to a legacy of positivity and growth. Embrace the idea that even the smallest action can set off a chain reaction, inspiring others to think carefully about their own contributions to a shared future. Today's decisions shape not only our individual paths, but the collective trajectory of humanity. It starts with you, and it starts now. To ensure that your choices today resonate with your vision for tomorrow, keep a journal where you reflect on your daily decisions and their potential impacts. This practice enhances self-awareness and allows you to track the changes you aspire to contribute to the broader world. Consistently revisiting your values and decisions helps reinforce the commitment to being a conscientious participant in the tapestry of life. Chapter 12. Health and Wellness, the Paradox of Balance. The interrelationship of physical and mental health. The connection between physical and mental well-being is intricate and profound. It is increasingly evident that our bodies and minds are not separate entities, but rather components of a holistic system that influences one another. When a person engages in regular physical activity, they often experience an elevation in mood and energy levels. Exercise releases endorphins, commonly referred to as the body's natural mood lifters, which can help reduce feelings of anxiety and depression. Conversely, when mental health is compromised, such as in cases of chronic stress or anxiety, it can lead to physical symptoms like fatigue, headaches, and a weakened immune response. This interconnectedness underscores the necessity of viewing health through a multidimensional lens. Addressing one facet without considering the other may yield incomplete solutions to achieving true well-being. Encouraging a holistic approach to health means embracing the idea that our mind and body are inextricably linked. Individuals are encouraged to adopt lifestyles that nourish both their physical and mental states. This may involve nutritious eating, regular exercise, and mindfulness practices such as meditation or yoga, which have been shown to improve mental clarity and emotional resilience. Bringing balance into one's life can also mean finding time for social connections, hobbies, and periods of rest, elements that foster fulfillment and joy. By prioritizing an integrative mindset that nurtures both body and mind, individuals can create a foundation for a healthier, more vibrant life. Simple practices, such as taking daily walks or making time for family and friends, can significantly impact overall well-being, illustrating that small changes can lead to profound improvements in health. Stress as a healthy motivator. Stress, often seen as a negative force in our lives, can actually serve as a powerful catalyst for positive change. When faced with the pressures of daily life, our bodies respond with a surge of adrenaline, sharpening our focus and fueling our drive to overcome challenges. This reaction can push us to rise to the occasion, whether it's meeting a tight deadline, preparing for an important presentation, or even tackling personal goals we've long postponed. In essence, stress can elevate our performance and inspire us to unlock our potential. Recognizing stress as a motivator rather than an adversary helps shift our mindset, allowing us to embrace stress as a necessary part of growth. Every challenge, every rush of anxiety can be reframed as an opportunity for development, learning, and resilience, pushing us further than we thought possible. Effectively managing stress is crucial to harnessing its motivational power. One key approach is to develop a routine that incorporates regular periods of rest and self-care. Simple practices like deep breathing exercises, mindfulness meditation, or even a brief walk can help alleviate the physical symptoms of stress and clear your mind. Additionally, organizing your tasks and setting realistic goals can create a sense of control. When your workload feels manageable, the stress that often accompanies overwhelming expectations can significantly diminish. It's also important to surround yourself with supportive individuals who understand the pressures you face. Sharing your experiences and seeking advice can lead to new strategies for dealing with stress. Finally, don't hesitate to engage in activities that bring you joy, whether that's painting, reading, or spending time in nature. These moments of pleasure serve as vital counterbalances to life's inherent stressors, enriching your experience and motivating you to face challenges head-on. Understanding the dual nature of stress enables you to reframe how you respond to it. Embrace it as a signpost of growth. When you feel that familiar tug of tension, remember that it often precedes breakthrough moments. The next time you encounter stress, take a moment to breathe, recognize it, and consider what positive change it might inspire. Transforming stress into a motivator isn't just about coping, it's about thriving. Moderation versus excess. Finding your personal middle ground. Moderation is not merely a guideline, it's the heartbeat of balance in our lives. When we embrace moderation, we cultivate a sense of harmony in our daily choices and habits. This approach allows us to enjoy everything life offers while preventing the pitfalls of excess. Whether in our diet, leisure activities, or even emotional responses, moderation helps us maintain equilibrium and promotes well-being. In a world that often glorifies extremes, recognizing the value of moderation becomes an empowering choice. It opens the door to more mindfulness, encouraging us to savor our experiences without overindulgence. Living moderately doesn't mean deprivation. Rather, it gifts us the ability to enjoy a wide range of experiences without tipping over into excess, nurturing both our body and mind in the process. Engaging in self-reflection can profoundly illuminate our journey toward moderation. Taking time to scrutinize our personal habits and choices allows us to uncover patterns that may have been lurking in the shadows of our consciousness. Ask yourself, what are my daily habits? Are they serving me well, or do they lead me into the realm of excess? By consciously evaluating your routines, you'll discover what truly matters to you and where you may be overstepping boundaries. This introspection can act as a mirror, reflecting your values and priorities, guiding you toward a more balanced life. Each small shift made through reflection paves the way to deeper understanding, ultimately guiding you to make choices that will cultivate a well-rounded existence, grounded in moderation. Finding your personal middle ground requires practice and patience. A practical tip is to create a simple daily ritual of checking in with yourself. Spend a few moments assessing how you feel about different choices you've made that day, be it your eating habits, social interactions, or work-life balance. This mindful pause gives you the chance to recalibrate if necessary, ensuring that the scale doesn't tip too far in one direction. Remember, moderation is a journey, not a destination. By consciously choosing to reflect and adjust, you're not just navigating your life but enriching it. Chapter 13. The Role of Paradox in Personal Growth. The Journey of Self-Discovery, Embracing Flaws. Seeing your flaws as pathways to growth can be a transformative experience. Often, we perceive our imperfections as burdens or obstacles, but what if we flip this perspective? Each flaw can reveal a unique opportunity for learning and self-improvement. Imagine a world where instead of shying away from your shortcomings, you actively sought them out as essential components of your journey. Our imperfections often lay the groundwork for resilience and strength. For instance, if you struggle with organization, this could be a catalyst for cultivating systems that work for you. The act of addressing that flaw can lead to newfound skills and insights, shaping you into a more adaptable person. Personal stories can shed light on the beauty embedded within our imperfections. Take, for example, a renowned artist who once found themselves trapped in the cycle of doubt and criticism. Their initial works were often filled with mistakes, yet it was these very blunders that invited their greatest creations. With each stroke of the brush, they began to embrace the smudges and misalignments, transforming them into symbols of character and depth in their art. Through vulnerability, they engaged with their audience on a more profound level. This illustrates how owning our flaws can resonate with others, fostering connections that go beyond superficial perfection. When we share our stories of imperfection, we not only liberate ourselves, but inspire those around us to accept their own journeys, thriving through their raw authenticity. As you navigate your own path of self-discovery, remember that embracing your flaws isn't a one-time action, but a continuous practice. Make a habit of reflecting on your imperfections and think about how each one has contributed to your personal development. This could mean journaling about a challenge you faced and the lessons you learned, or simply taking a moment each day to acknowledge a flaw and how it can spur growth. By doing this, you cultivate a mindset that celebrates the imperfect, turning each perceived setback into a stepping stone toward greater self-awareness and self-acceptance. This ongoing practice not only enriches your journey, but also empowers you to shine more brightly in your authenticity. Transformative uncertainty, the road to maturity. Uncertainty often feels uncomfortable, yet it is a profound catalyst for maturity and resilience. When faced with unpredictability, individuals have the opportunity to step outside their comfort zones and reassess their priorities. Instead of retreating into fear, embracing uncertainty enables a person to confront challenges head-on. This confrontation often leads to a deeper understanding of oneself and the world around them. The ability to navigate through life's unpredictable nature cultivates qualities such as adaptability and courage. Over time, these experiences fortify us, building resilience and fostering a sense of maturity that is deeply rooted in the acceptance of change and doubt. Life's unpredictability is not just a source of stress. It is, in fact, an incredibly rich ground for growth. Embracing the unknown encourages individuals to take risks, explore new avenues, and discover hidden strengths. Instead of viewing unexpected events as obstacles, they can be seen as opportunities for learning and innovation. Each twist and turn in the road invites reflection and the potential for reinvention. So, when uncertainty knocks on the door, rather than shying away, consider opening it and welcoming the lessons it brings. The ability to view life's unpredictability as a chance to develop and mature can transform how we approach challenges, turning fear into curiosity and hesitation into strength. To nurture this mindset, practice asking yourself what you can learn from a situation that feels uncertain. This simple shift in perspective can unlock an extraordinary journey of personal growth. By committing to this practice, you strengthen your ability to adapt and thrive, regardless of what life may throw your way. Authenticity in an inauthentic world. Maintaining authenticity in today's society is an ever-increasing challenge. The pressures of social media, peer influence, and constant comparison can distort one's self-perception. People often feel they must wear masks or present curated versions of themselves to gain acceptance or approval. This leads to a dissonance between one's true self and the persona they project to the world. Instead of celebrating uniqueness, society often encourages conformity, leading many to suppress their authentic thoughts, emotions, and identities. The irony is that in striving for acceptance, individuals may end up feeling more isolated, as the connections formed under false pretenses lack depth and sincerity. Navigating this landscape requires a conscious effort to peel back layers of societal expectation and to foster a richer understanding of one's own values and beliefs. Cultivating genuine self-expression begins with self-awareness. Take time to explore your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Journaling can be a powerful tool for this, providing a safe space to articulate your inner experiences clearly. Practice speaking your truth, whether that's through art, writing, or simple conversations. Embrace moments of vulnerability. They often create the strongest connections with others. Engage with communities that encourage authenticity and value honest dialogue. Surrounding yourself with individuals who are comfortable being themselves can inspire you to embrace and express your true self more freely. Moreover, learning to set boundaries is crucial. Protect your mind from toxic environments that prioritize falsehood over authenticity. Be mindful of the influences that shape your perceptions and strive to consume media that uplifts and aligns with your authentic self. To steadily walk the path of authenticity, consider integrating mindfulness practices into your daily routine. Mindfulness helps you stay present and connects you with your essential self. It encourages you to listen to your inner voice amidst the noise of external expectations. Remember, being authentic doesn't mean sharing everything or bypassing social norms. It simply means being true to your values and feelings. Embrace the idea that your worth is inherent, not contingent on external validation. In an inauthentic world, your genuine expression can become a beacon of hope and inspiration for others seeking to break free from societal pressures. The journey toward authenticity is a continuous one, marked by growth, learning, and self-acceptance. Chapter 14. The Economic Paradox, Wealth and Happiness. The Illusion of Financial Security. The belief that financial security brings happiness is one of the most widespread illusions in modern society. Many people chase a number, a salary, a bank balance, a property value, expecting that achieving this level of wealth will grant them peace and contentment. However, while money can alleviate certain stresses and provide a level of comfort, it does not inherently lead to happiness. Numerous studies reveal that beyond meeting basic needs and a certain level of comfort, increased income has diminishing returns on overall well-being. Financial anxiety can still pervade even the wealthiest lives, rooted in fears of loss, market fluctuations, and societal pressures. Thus, equating financial security with happiness can lead individuals into a relentless pursuit, where they frequently feel dissatisfied and unfulfilled despite their tangible achievements. The shocking truth is that many who possess wealth often feel more stressed about maintaining it than those who live comfortably within modest means. This prompts a broader understanding of what true security and prosperity entail. Security is not only about financial assets. It encompasses emotional stability, strong relationships, and a sense of purpose. True prosperity involves cultivating a life filled with meaning, learning to appreciate the present, and developing resilience against life's inevitable ups and downs. Embracing community, nurturing connections, and investing in personal growth pave the way for a fulfilling life that isn't solely defined by bank accounts. This holistic view allows individuals to recognize their worth beyond economic status and to foster joy that stems from experiences, relationships, and contributions to society. Reframing our view of security encourages us to seek balance, where financial decisions support our lives rather than dictate our happiness. Striving for overall well-being and recognizing the importance of emotional, mental, and social health can lead to a deeper sense of security that money alone cannot provide. Prioritize relationships and personal growth, for these are the true foundations of a prosperous life. Wealth versus fulfillment. Understanding the true measure of richness. Material wealth and personal fulfillment often dance a tantalizing tango in our lives, but they are distinctly different partners. Material wealth typically refers to the accumulation of money and physical assets, things like cars, homes, and bank accounts. This kind of wealth is easily quantified. We can see it, measure it, and compare it with others. In contrast, personal fulfillment is more elusive. It is the deep-seated sense of satisfaction and contentment that arises from living a life aligned with our values, passions, and purpose. While someone may be wealthy in a material sense, they might still feel empty inside if their life lacks meaning or joy. Conversely, a person with modest means can experience profound fulfillment by cultivating connections, pursuing passions, and engaging in activities that resonate with their core self. This distinction invites us to rethink our definitions of success and happiness, suggesting that richness in life cannot merely be counted in dollars and property, but must also be felt in moments of joy and self-actualization. To evaluate true richness in life, we can explore several frameworks that help us analyze the broader context of our existence. One avenue is the concept of holistic well-being, which encompasses physical, emotional, social, and spiritual dimensions. By assessing our satisfaction across these areas, we gain a clearer picture of our overall richness. Are we taking care of our health, nurturing our relationships, and pursuing what truly matters to us? Another framework involves the idea of legacy, considering what we wish to leave behind and how we want to be remembered. Reflecting on how our actions impact others can shift our perspective from a self-centric view to one that acknowledges our interconnectedness. It encourages us to invest our time and resources into experiences and relationships that offer the most profound returns. Finally, the journey towards mindfulness serves as a powerful lens through which we can view our lives. By engaging in meditation or reflective practices, we cultivate awareness of our inner world and better discern between fleeting pleasures derived from wealth and long-lasting fulfillment that comes from self-discovery and meaningful connections. Understanding the difference between wealth and fulfillment opens the door to a more enriched existence. It reminds us that while financial stability can provide comfort, true richness is about the experiences we create and the joy we derive from being present in our lives. Assess your own life through these lenses. Take a moment to journal about what wealth means to you and consider how it aligns with your senses of purpose and joy. Ultimately, the journey towards a fulfilling life may not require a shift in circumstances, but a shift in perspective. Contributing to society, the benefits of giving. The paradox of generosity reveals a profound truth. Giving enhances personal happiness. While one might assume that focusing on oneself leads to a more fulfilling life, research consistently shows that acts of generosity create a ripple effect of joy and satisfaction. When we reach out to help others, whether through time, resources, or kindness, we often experience elevated moods and a sense of purpose. This is not merely anecdotal. Studies suggest that givers report higher levels of well-being, lower stress, and an increased sense of community. The act of giving activates brain regions associated with pleasure, showcasing that altruism is deeply wired into our human experience. This paradox invites individuals to reconsider their motivations and understand that generosity is not a sacrifice, but rather an investment in one's own happiness. Engaging in community service and charitable giving paves a direct pathway to fulfillment. The tangible connections fostered through these activities create bonds that transcend everyday interactions, instilling a sense of belonging. When people give their time to a local shelter, participate in community cleanups, or contribute to a cause they are passionate about, they not only uplift others, but also enrich their own lives. Each moment spent in service deepens relationships and cultivates empathy, creating a more connected and compassionate world. Moreover, as individuals witness the direct impact of their contributions, they are inspired to continue, creating a virtuous cycle of giving and receiving that fosters communal strength. For those seeking meaning, understanding that fulfillment often lies outside oneself can lead to a more prosperous and joyful existence. Consider this. One small act of kindness can set off a chain reaction of goodwill. Whether it is sharing a smile, volunteering at a local organization, or simply lending an ear to someone in need, your actions have the potential to inspire others. Embrace the notion that every act of giving matters, no matter how insignificant it may seem. So step out into your community and discover the transformative power of generosity. You might just find that the more you give, the more you receive in unexpected ways. Chapter 15. Manifesting the Paradox Principle. Practical Applications. Living with Contradictions. Integrating the paradox principle into daily life begins with the understanding that contradictions are not to be avoided but embraced. Start by identifying areas in your life where opposing feelings or thoughts coexist. For instance, you might have a passion for adventure while also valuing safety. Acknowledging these dualities allows you to find a harmonizing path. Based on this recognition, create daily practices that celebrate both sides. Schedule time for thrilling activities, whether it's hiking or traveling, but also allocate moments for reflection and planning to ensure safety and balance. Journaling about these experiences can be particularly beneficial, allowing you to articulate the tensions and understand the broader picture of your desires and needs. Implementing gratitude rituals can also help you appreciate the complexities of your experiences, recognizing that both excitement and caution bring value to your life. Real-life examples illustrate how effectively people can navigate contradictions. Take the story of a successful entrepreneur who embodies risk and security. She launched a tech startup that focuses on innovative solutions, yet insists on a solid financial plan before pursuing any new project. By doing so, she balances her creative ambitions with practical realities. Another example can be found in the lives of caregivers, who often navigate the contradiction of nurturing while maintaining boundaries. A health worker can feel genuine compassion for patients, yet must also enforce restrictions to sustain their own well-being. These individuals shine light on how embracing contradictions can lead to fulfilling and successful lives. They show us that success is not simply about choosing one path over another. It is about integrating various aspects of life into a cohesive whole. Living with contradictions doesn't require perfection. It requires acceptance and flexibility. Embrace the idea that your life can hold multiple truths simultaneously. Learning to pivot between these truths enhances your adaptability and resilience. For a practical tip, consider making a contradiction journal. In it, write down instances where you feel pulled between opposing desires or values. Reflect on these entries, looking for patterns or insights that might guide your choices. Through this practice, you will cultivate a deeper understanding of the paradoxes in your life, leading to personal growth and greater harmony. Fostering a paradox mindset for everyday success. Adopting a paradox mindset allows individuals to navigate the complexities of life with resilience and adaptability. It's about recognizing that two seemingly contradictory ideas can coexist, especially when facing challenges. For instance, someone might find themselves torn between the desire for stability and the need for growth. Instead of choosing one over the other, embracing both can lead to innovative solutions. This mindset encourages flexibility, helping individuals approach problems with a willingness to explore multiple perspectives. By letting go of black and white thinking, people can better harness their creativity and resourcefulness, adapting to changing circumstances while still pursuing their goals. Embracing uncertainty is essential for building confidence in a paradox mindset. Techniques to foster this confidence include reframing one's perspective on setbacks and recognizing them as opportunities for learning. Instead of seeing an unexpected change as a roadblock, individuals can practice viewing it as a chance to discover new possibilities. Mindfulness also plays a crucial role here. By staying present, one can accept uncertainty without becoming overwhelmed. This involves acknowledging feelings of discomfort and not rushing to eliminate them. When individuals learn to sit with ambiguity and explore it openly, they cultivate a comfort level that empowers them to take calculated risks, ultimately leading to greater success. Incorporating paradox thinking into daily life doesn't require drastic changes. Start small by challenging yourself to find the silver lining in difficult situations. Maintaining a journal where you note both the positive and negative aspects of a scenario can help you see the dichotomy clearly and embrace it. Additionally, practice conversations with others about their perspectives on uncertainty and how they navigate it. This exchange of ideas can offer fresh insights and reinforce the notion that embracing contradictions can lead to personal and professional growth. Remember, the key lies in accepting that life is inherently uncertain and that navigating it effectively means blending opposites rather than resisting them. Embracing life's uncertainties, a call to action. Life is a tapestry woven with threads of uncertainty, and to embrace this unpredictability is to tap into the essence of existence. The unexpected twists and turns can be seen as daunting or invigorating, but the power lies in how we choose to respond. Every moment of uncertainty carries with it the potential for growth, learning, and discovery. Think of those times when the world felt unsteady beneath your feet. It was often in those moments that you found strength, courage, and resolve. This is our rallying call to action. Embrace the uncertainties around you. Allow them to ignite your passion for life, to spur you into making daring choices, and to foster resilience. When you welcome the unknown, you open doors to opportunities you never knew existed and position yourself to adapt and thrive in ways that will shape your future positively. Reflecting on personal experiences helps us navigate the paradoxes that life presents. Consider a time when something you feared turned out to be a turning point, or when a seemingly insurmountable obstacle revealed a hidden strength within you. Such moments are not just stories, they are lessons that foster our future growth. Each instance of uncertainty is an invitation to dig deeper into the core of who we are and what we truly want from life. Engage with your past experiences, dissect them, and understand how they have contributed to your journey. This reflection offers a valuable perspective on embracing the unpredictable. It teaches us that growth often blooms at the intersection of fear and opportunity. By acknowledging and learning from these moments, we equip ourselves with the insights and wisdom necessary to approach new challenges with a spirit of hope and courage. As you navigate the uncertainties ahead, remember that every challenge is a chance to learn something new. Practicing mindfulness can help you stay grounded in the present, allowing you to face the unknown with clarity and confidence. Embracing life's uncertainties is not just about daring to leap into the unknown, but also about cultivating a mindset that finds optimism in flux. Each step into the ambiguity is a step toward forging your own path, and with that comes the ability to redefine what is possible. Approach each uncertainty with curiosity rather than fear, and watch how the way you perceive challenges changes. You will discover a wellspring of strength, resilience, and joy in the unexpected. Embrace the journey ahead, for it is rich with possibilities that await only your courage to step into the unknown. Paradoxes aren't problems to be solved, they are truths to be lived. The wisest among us are those who can hold two opposing ideas in their mind at once and still move forward with purpose. As we conclude the paradox principle, you now understand that life is not black or white, it is both. Strength comes from vulnerability, success is born from failure, and control is often found in surrender. By embracing contradiction, you unlock a new way of thinking, one that allows you to adapt, thrive, and see the world with greater depth and nuance. But understanding these paradoxes is just the beginning. The true challenge lies in applying them to your daily life. To think deeply, act wisely, and walk the fine line between certainty and openness. Thank you for joining this exploration into the art of opposites. If this book resonated with you, I encourage you to share its lessons, reflect on them, and continue embracing the contradictions that shape a meaningful life. Your journey doesn't end here. This is only the beginning.